Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War raids week, I forgot what week it was. Week 15, day 4. So today, I'm mainly just going to be doing some delves and getting a little bit more leveling on the Sun Spear because tomorrow we'll be switching over to the new hero class that's coming out. It's going to be a Stunner, 5 hours and 54 minutes from now, so very, very soon. And yeah, it's going to basically be a Core Vash alternative. I forget if it has half mana start or not. It's probably going to be kind of average, but slightly above average just because it is going to be a stun option that should at least be okay if nothing else. But yeah, I'll be messing around with that all of tomorrow, trying to get leveled and all that good stuff with it. But for now, might as well get this one a little bit further. Because don't forget, next patch is bringing in the hero class changes, so we will be able to change them whenever we want. Or not even change them, but specifically set them per team, just like how banners are. So it's going to be way more convenient than it is now, so get that leveling done. Because we'll be needing a lot of heroes starting next patch, because basically any instance where it's optimal to use a certain hero, it can be used without any cost anymore. But anyways, let's go do some of our normal daily stuff. I guess we'll start with some basic dungeons and head over to delves. Unfortunately, we don't have any raids because, well, we're already done with raids actually, but if you guys need any teams or anything for it, just let me know. We went over it also on the Monday video and everything. But yeah, we had someone go for leaderboard. I don't know if they're in first though. Last I checked, they were actually in second. They dropped down a little bit. Not sure if they're still trying for it. But yeah, we've been done since Wednesday on the event actually. Surprisingly enough, it's the quickest we got it done ever. Barely even needed to do anything for it. It's kind of nice. Basically gives us a week that we don't even need to do the game mode. Because how the rewards are, if someone in your guild does it all, you basically don't really need to go and do them at all. I think you need to do like the first 8 battles, but that takes like not even 8 minutes. Just because they all die in like one shot. Hello Luann, welcome. Hello William, hello Demon or Angel, and hello everyone else, welcome. All of you guys been having a good week so far? Yep, apparently we got a pet. I forget if we have that maxed yet. Also, what was that timer? We have 49 minutes. There's plenty of time, but we have it maxed, so never mind. We're not going for that. Already done. It's a little bit annoying. Always keep getting those pets that we already have maxed. I have more than half of them not maxed, but it feels like every single time we get a pet, it's one that we already have maxed. Go figure. Hello, Brian. Welcome. And hello, Captain. Get a easy key kill. Get all the mana we need. I still love Key Team. Even after it's not meta anymore, I'd probably still use it occasionally. There are still some things kind of better than it in certain situations now, but I do like using it so much that might as well just keep using it. Plus it gets a lot of gold. Who doesn't like gold? I will grab that. Get over Brown into Brown. Unfortunately, that's not enough key. He'll do a Mercy, but it's basically just going to be completely missed there. What else? Grab the reds. Grab herself some brown whatevers. That'll be a key. I guess we'll take some reds there. So let's move whatever, and then we just key into a bunch of destroy. And there we go. Do it again. Key it again. Dead. Today is your weekend. Normally my weekends start on Fridays these days. It's basically Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Feels like my weekends nowadays. Hello Bruno. Are there no Gnome events tomorrow? No. I believe it's next week. Next week's the Gnome event, not this week. Next Friday. Next week's Friday, the 18th. Not tomorrow, but the 18th. The only thing we're getting tomorrow should be the hero class. Nothing else. Hello Joe. Hello Haley. Hello Overfiend. And hello Analyst. Good thing you checked because you got a no alert. Yeah, it's been weird lately that it sometimes hasn't been doing the alerts. But we stream the same time every single day. Unless I end up saying otherwise, it's 8 PM Eastern Standard Time every single day. And that generally very rarely ever changes. It's always around that time or around here. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Welcome. I'll have a redeem code probably after the second delve. First one will just be our warm-up. Yeah, gotta keep getting those shards. We recently just got Whitehelm to max. Well, it was already maxed, but you know, all the troops there got maxed. Next order of business, I believe, is Sea of Sorrows, which we have, for whatever reason, more copies of the Legends than the Epic, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But it is the case. We got super lucky / unlucky. It's rare that that would happen, but it's not really beneficial at all that that happened. Oh, what's this multiplier? Only a 1.3. I'm not even sure if it's worth going down this way. What's this one? Or actually, what's the very first one over here? That's a really weird way to do it. Okay, we'll do all the way there, take the middle, and go from there. So we take the middle last for being a treasure room and low multiplier. Hello, Cynical! Welcome! And hello, Steve! And hello, Goober and Hannah. Welcome, everyone. But yeah, next patch should be right around the corner. No official date has been given. But there's a possibility it's coming later next week or 2 weeks from now, one or the other. So it is right around the corner, which is nice. Okay, what else we need here? Grab a yellow. Get our explosion. And then he's dead off of Instant Furnace. You just spent 1,100 shards to get the last 2 Sea of Sorrow troops to Mythic. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm putting all mine into after we get our shards today. Hopefully we'll actually make a little bit more progress on it. We don't need it for actual power levels, though. It's locked behind a hero class, so even if we get them upgraded, it's not going to make any difference. But I still want to get them upgraded because we are eventually going to need them. Not sure when the hero class is coming around for it, but whenever it does, we'll already have it upgraded. It'll save us time later. Plus, I just want to get to the point where we no longer need shards anymore, which would be nice. Still a little bit of ways from that. If we throw a few blue orbs here and there, we'd reach it a lot quicker, but I ideally want to do it without throwing any blue orbs. I don't think I threw a single blue orb yet on anything shard related. And for the most part, you do want to avoid doing so, mainly because if you end up throwing an orb on it, shards aren't really that good of a resource. It's always pretty easy to go obtain more of them whenever you need it for like a specific new faction or anything like that. So you don't really need to worry too much about that. Unless it was super needed for like a 10-star kingdom or something, that's the only time when maybe it might be worth it. But in any other situation, it's better just to wait it out. Because saving shards isn't really that big a deal. Oh, what am I doing? I actually don't take that 1.2. The reason is this is the 1.2, so I can actually take this 1.2 into the 1.25, then take the other 1.2, then take the other one, then take treasure room, then do final room. Doesn't make much of a difference, but it does ever so slightly increase our resources. And I mean slightly. That doesn't take any amount of extra time to realize that that's the correct order. So we'll just do that order. Why am I doing that one? And dead. Yeah, now we go for the top, since the other one's also 1.2. Oh wait, never mind, we already are going for the top. And then we loop back around. Yep, come on. Here we go. Grab the last bit of our mana there, maybe throw in a furnace or something. Get a nice Gorgulfa as follow-up. Mercy can't really do anything. And we just throw another Gorgulfa and kind of move from there. Get like Mercy of stuff. Get another Furnace, grab all those. Yeah, we'll go for the lower one. Hello, Danielle. Welcome. Yep, I thought you were already dead. Apparently not. I'll grab the last of that. Move over to the other 1.2. Wow, we have so few chests. Only level 2. And the first battle was guaranteed chests. So that chest that we just got was the only upgrade we've gotten this entire time during this delve. That is really bad. It's almost the lowest possible chest at this rate. Lowest you could ever have with the amount of multipliers we have is 5. Because we get a +3 automatically. And the plus 2 extras from the very first battle and the very last battle. Always have a 100% chance. The boss room and the very first room. Basically, the 2 rooms that have the delve-related troops in them of the specific delve are the ones that have a 100% chance for the chest thing. At level 200, it gives 36 attack. Yes, that should be correct. That sounds about right. I believe it's like 18 magic and 36 attack, if I'm not mistaken. So that sounds about right. And like 70-something HP in armor. Probably around 76. Yeah, I'll go check it right after this battle. This is the only delve we've bothered getting that far, though you can always preview them beforehand. The preview images should be correct. I don't see why they wouldn't be. If you go and click a bunch of times over to the right, you can preview it regardless of what level you're at for any other level that you want to try getting up to. I'll go double check it real quick. Yeah, it should be the same. Oops, that's not where I want to go. Yeah, 36. It's 18, 36, 72, 72. Or actually 73, 72. But, yeah, it's 36. It goes up by 9 every 100. That goes up by 18 every 100. And these go up by 36 or so every 100, apparently. But yeah, that's where all these stats are coming from. And you can just keep clicking if you want to see how far everything goes. Anyways, back to the delve. And whatever numbers it shows there should be correct. It might take a while to click to the point where you want to go, but it should show the correct number. I don't see why it wouldn't. That's the whole point of that preview in the first place. You're saving your glory for next week's glory troop? Wait, is next week's glory troop actually that good? I didn't bother looking at it yet. Lately I've just been going over it like the day of. Just to not spoil it ahead of time, most of the time. But let's see, is next week's Monday troop really good? That's not the right one. I'm looking for troop spoilers. Oh wait, that was troop spoilers. Fail. Whoops. Let's see. It's a Zacian troop. Yeah, January 14th. Explode a gem. Create 3 green gems boosted by skulls destroyed at a 3x boost ratio. That thing's a mech? A beast construct. Interesting. Okay, so it's not actually a mech. It looked like one for a second. Immune to stun, a flame, and stone skin. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's a really solid green mana generator. It does use blue-brown, though, so it doesn't feed into itself like many greens do. But, yeah, that's not too bad. Wait, what's the normal green mana generators? There's Green Seer, there's Dryad, there's... I feel like I'm forgetting a few major ones. But, yeah, I don't think any green creator has those exact colors yet. So that's interesting. And it's going to work somewhat like a deep borer in that you have less of the board on the board. So you're going to have a higher chance of that extra turn actually hitting. Though in order to have a really good chance of hitting an extra turn, you are going to need to hit about 3 skulls. But if you hit something like 5 skulls, that is pretty guaranteed. That's what? That's a 19 green spawn. Not only a 19 green spawn, but it would be on a board that already has some of it removed. So you'd have a higher chance since there's less board for it to even fall on. Like, for example, if we did it right here, it would do 6 plus 4, so that'd be 10 greens. But even though it's only doing 10 greens, there are 9 less squares where it could possibly place one of those greens. So even though it's only going to be 10, or did I say 9? I meant 10. Even though it's only going to place 10 greens onto the board, there's going to be less board, so it's going to still have a higher chance of landing. So, it doesn't seem too over the top, though. Also, you wouldn't really need to upgrade it. It doesn't gain much of a benefit from being upgraded. It'd be about the same troop at Ultra Rare as it would be at Maxed. Oh, never mind, it's an Epic. But, well, I guess it's pretty cheap to max Epic, so yeah, I guess it's worth getting it to max. You'd also be able to farm a bunch of blue-brown trait stones pretty easily. Never mind, I forgot. Yeah, Epics are normally worth always buying if you have the Spare Glory. They give 2 Arcane Trait Stones each, which is as cheap as you can ever get Arcane Trait Stones for. Basically at 200 each, because the pack costs 400 and they have 2 each in them, so 200 each per Glory, per Arcane. And you only require 16 copies of it, which is the smallest amount of copies you'll ever need in order to max a new troop coming in via Glory. Yeah, it seems okay. I don't really see why you'd bother upgrading it, though. Like, the actual benefit that it gets is, like, not much. You'd be doing it for the trait stones, not necessarily for the troop being ascended. But I guess it's still good to ascend mana generators for their durability. Hello, Ron. Welcome. Noob question. I don't mind. I love any questions. What are the best troops to forge in the Soul Forge? Infernus is generally first, then 1 or 2 copies of Fairish Ra, and then it depends heavily on what you actually want to do, depending on if you want to focus Guild War, Delves, or whatever else. Some other pretty decent follow-ups are things like Boardbreaker, Ketris the Bull, especially since it's required for an attack kingdom now. Guard's Avatar, because it's associated with the best tribute kingdom, plus it's not too bad for a couple things. And that should be enough to get you going for now. But basically, it's Infernus into 1 to 2 Fairish Ras into every single kingdom that's currently 10 plus stars in order of best mythic to worst mythic. But most people do consider Fairish Ra to be, not Fairish Ra, consider Infernus to be the best possible first craft, just because it's really well-rounded for doing everything. Also, even from an early game perspective, burning all enemies every extra turn, you would need to go use some orange orbs for that. Trait the first one, then use an orange and orange, or if you have a major orange, go use the Maxim. But 3 damage to all enemies per turn isn't too bad early on in the game. And the way that he distributes damage is really nice. It hits through barrier most of the time, it hits through submerge, and it just does a lot of damage. Also has a lot of mana accumulation potential. It's not particularly good for high-level delves and stuff like that, but as far as PvP, Guild Wars, and stuff like that, it's pretty decent. Is there no new legendary this month? Didn't we just have a new legendary? Like the other week? Pretty sure we did. But they don't always give one every single month. It's about every 4 to 6 weeks. Normally it's every month, but sometimes it's a little bit later than exactly one every month. But if anything, that's almost a good thing, because that gives us more time to go farm the resources. Though, then again, we have more event keys than we ever know what to do with. I shouldn't say that. We could really easily get unlucky one at a time, but at the current rate, we have quite an excess of them. I think we're sitting on, probably by the end of this week, like 1,600 of them. Because we're going to get another 12 of them, I believe, from the event that I still haven't bothered doing. Speaking of that, I should probably work on that some tonight, since we should be able to get Delve done soon. Hey, she actually got Bleed. I really wish we could see more of that mechanic, because it's actually probably one of the most interesting mechanics in the game right now. But it's like it doesn't even exist, because almost barely anything does it. And unless something does a random stats effect, you can't get that on anything, currently. Next Delve will be changing that, though. But I believe there were only average options. Apparently we got another task. Speaking of event keys, let's see, how many are we sitting at? Okay, we're only at 1,531. Only. But let's see, how's the event doing? Don't even think I barely touched it yet. Haven't been doing much PvP. I think we're still sitting at like 700 rating or something. But we'll need to go do that with some key team. Once I switch into a better hero class. But then again, the one tomorrow isn't going to be much better than the one I'm using now. But I don't think it is. I'll need to double check tomorrow. I don't think it has fast trait. I'm almost certain it doesn't. But anyways, yeah, there's another 12 event keys just sitting there, which are still pretty good value, even if we have more of them than we'll ever need. Because you never know when we might need them again. Right, let's get the Delve. Only at 1.3. Why do we keep getting such horrible rooms there? But hopefully that's a 1.3. Nope, don't even have that. I guess we'll just go boom, 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 and go all the way around the corner. Oh, no, 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 it's Cedric, it's Cedric, it's Cedric, it's Cedric. We go right through the middle, right? Yeah, we go right through the middle. Gotta rush that Cedric room. You know what? I almost feel like using Key Team now. No, let's use this. Oh, we do gain so much more gold from that. I don't know, maybe I should have switched to Key Team. I just really wish there was a way to switch between like 2 or 3 different teams per Delve. At least 2, if nothing else. The whole point of this game is to do counters, and you can't even properly do that in Delves because it takes too much time to switch. Well, a lot of the game modes where you have like those day-long events or week-long events, or even just Delves in general, where it just normally takes more time to bother even switching the team and then switching it back than it is to bother just playing it with the same team the entire time. Second Infernus was worth it. Very few teams actually run double Infernus, so you can get away with it if you don't have other options. Though I wouldn't really advise it too much. Normally you build Infernus into Ubistet or Infernus into another big mythic rather than doubling on him. But you can technically double him. It's just a lot of his effects are redundant when you have two. Like this doesn't stack, you only need one, and this doesn't stack, you only need one. So the only thing you're really getting extra benefit from is his ability. And normally just better to have something else there that you can actually use the traits from. That died to burn. Let's get a Gorgolfa there. That should hopefully be enough for Infernus. Apparently not. Take our purple. He's probably going to drain us before we can get it down. Come on, lucky Gorgolfa. Nope. Okay, let's take a skull and then dead. How much better is Key versus Bronzelock Pistol? Depends what you're up against. There are some instances where Bronzelock Pistol is still better than Key. You have to build the team differently though. You don't normally use Egg Thief on a Key team. Whereas in the case of Skeleton Key, you always use Egg Thief on the Key team. Because Bronzelock Pistol basically has Egg Thief attached to it. It's essentially the exact same effect. I don't know why he wasted all that mana, but good for us. Yeah, Egg Thief is better at looping mana. But Bronzelock Pistol saves you an entire slot. So you can run double Cedric instead to get even more gold. Which is one of the main benefits that Bronzelock Pistol has. Because to make Key work, you need 2 whole slots at minimum. You need Egg Thief plus you need Key. Whereas in the case of Bronzelock Pistol, the only thing you need to make Bronzelock Pistol work is Bronzelock Pistol. Ideally a Greed as well, just to give it some gold. And of course having things that increase gold even further, like Cedric's, are kind of common for any gold team. But it's a lot more self-dependent than what Key is. Key you have to build entirely around, whereas Bronzelock you can put it in stuff and it still works. Bronzelock Pistol also has the additional benefit of being insanely good on any hero class that deals triple damage to burning enemies, because it's the best out of any weapon that can currently burn. It is the best looping weapon of any of them, because you just cast it, you get your burn, you probably hit a skull off the cascade, plus you pretty much just got all your mana back and can just keep looping that. It's really nice for damaging with those hero classes. Okay, can we get anything good out of this Mercy? Not really. You just take Skull. I keep forgetting we have such ridiculously high skull damage. I am not used to having that high of skull damage. Not only have we gotten more attack kingdoms recently, we also have just the Delve being higher in general. So we got to level 200 last week. Alright, that's not an extra turn, so we're just going to throw the Mercy there. We do have to be very careful, since this is actually a slightly dangerous battle. Even though it's ridiculously easy with these first 3. He can move our location, and if he moves our location, then, well, it's stuck for the rest of the delve. So we're kind of in a bit of trouble if that happens. It's not too big a deal. We're still in lower delves, but I don't know, it's a bit of an up, he's going to get it. Maybe he'll be... Oh, no, he can't even miss with it. Never mind. It pulls the last enemy to the front. Yeah, there's no way he can miss with that. It automatically does that every time. So unless I can infinite turn him right now, there's no way we're getting away with that. Okay, good. He did nothing. That's nice. I don't think we're going to be able to kill it in time, though. Nope. Ah, he moved it. Well, at least they're up front. At least we got double Gorgolfa up front. But still, that's kind of awkward positioning. Especially for the final battle. At least we got our gold bonus. Now you'll see our gold limit's been 100, but now it's going to be 500. Because the gold thingy now works properly in this patch. They fixed it in the most recent patch so that all of the beneficial ones actually do the correct thing. And the most noteworthy of all those is the fact that Moneybags now works, which is 100% extra gold per troop, which is 500% extra gold, which is a lot of gold. Every extra turn we're taking is 20 free gold for doing nothing other than taking the extra turn. That's quite a bit. Okay, Gorgolfa, you need full mana. How are you not? We'll waste that mercy there. It's not an extra turn, but it does give us what we need. Put Gorgolfa down. Get another yellow. Let's destroy everything. And I guess we'll take that yellow. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't have taken that. We already have everything. It's kind of a waste. Feels weird seeing him in last slot. Most teams never run him in last slot. Just because you want him for at least some amount of mana accumulation. And having him all the way in last generally means he's blocked by something, since he uses 3 colors. It's fine to single block him. You should never double block him though. Well, very, very rarely. I never would you 3 times block him. Hello, Motown! Welcome! Okay, what on earth is the rest of this order? 1.2, and okay, we take that, the other 2, and then head to final room. How's the gold 500? From the gold off of the Cedric room that we just did. Whenever you do the Cedric room, the one that has the 3 money bags and the Cedric, it ends up giving you the money bag traits onto all of your troops, which gives 100% gold bonus. And this lasts for the entirety of the delve. So it increased our limit by an extra 100 per troop that we have currently on the team. And that's how we have the 500. And that does apply to any new troops you get too. So let's say our Gorgolfa died and then became an Ancient Horror off his 25% trait. It would still give us the money bags because it keeps giving it to you for the entire delve, regardless of if it was your starting troops or not. Throw the Mercy down. And then through Infernus. Oh no, it's not a bug, the whole 500 gold thing. You can only get it on delves that have a Cedric room though. It was a bug that it wasn't working. It does seem pretty overpowered though, doesn't it? It's kind of funny that they would actually give something that gives that much gold, but they did. If you really want to optimize it to its fullest extent, you'd want to use a Skeleton Key team or anything with Greed, or anything that can max gold every battle without being too much of a nuisance to your team. So basically like Bronze Lock Pistol teams and stuff like that, or Key teams. Anything that tends to max gold. Obviously this team isn't doing that, mainly because I don't really need the gold. While more gold is nice, we're currently sitting on like 21 million. I don't think we really need it too much. And it does remind me, did I even donate gold to the guild this week? I should probably go double check that. Sometimes I don't, because I always make sure we have a full guild whenever I try to donate. But in doing so, I sometimes almost forget to donate my gold, which is always a fail. If I haven't done it yet, I'll do 2 million. Actually, even if I have done it, I'll probably just make it till 2 million. Might as well. Especially with, what's his name getting raids already done for us. So we have even more time to get gold. Anyways, let's go double check. Where's guild? Guild. Let's see. Did I donate? No, I have not. Wait, do we have a full guild? Yes, we do. Okay. Well, let's go donate then. Contribute. And 2 million. There we go. Well, that would also explain why our stack is so big right now. Without doing barely any PvP this week. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's go claim our rewards. What do we get from that? Nothing too good there. Anytime it goes Trait Stone, it's basically useless. Well, it wasn't as bad. 8 gem keys is pretty nice. And there we go. Okay, so that's that. Let's go and keep going in the delve. And after we finish this one, we'll go hand out a redeem code. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me go hide my seals too. Yeah, that's another thing I normally don't click. I haven't really needed to, just because most people will just orbit. I always make sure I do so on what's it called? On Mythic weeks. But I don't know, are people for the guild still trying for the most recent Mythic? I'll still go max it in case anyone wants to open keys. But there's really no need to go for keys unless you're trying to get the last minute opening for the most recent Mythic. Why am I doing this manually instead of exploding? Oh, there we go. Do that. Get another explosion. Which way do we do this? Go for the upper one. And then we throw Inferno instead. Seal's already at 40k, that's what I thought. Yeah, it normally gets done pretty quick, mainly because people can throw purple orbs, and all purple orbs count towards that total. Which makes it super easy to get it done. There we go. Oh wow, we haven't even hit 1.5k yet, fail. But we'll easily have that done by tomorrow. Very early. Hey, you just like opening stuff. It is nice opening stuff. There's nothing we'll have to open tomorrow, though. We just have a new hero class. Only thing really with that is messing with the class event. Speaking of class event, I don't know if I'm actually going to bother going far in it for once. Oh, and then again, wait, doesn't the... I still don't understand that. The longer weekend-long class event has the exact same rewards as... Oh no, he just moved us in a weird position. But it has the exact same rewards as the Thursday one. Which always seems kind of strange. That they would... Every other game mode, when it's weekend-long, has better rewards except for it. This seems kind of odd. Normally I would do it, but I think we're going to farm it manually this time around. And just spam explore or something. We'll see. Okay. What do we want here? Let's grab an explosion. Get a girlfriend there. I wish he would move us again. Oh no, I killed the only troop that can move him back into position. Never mind, fail. It's not that big a deal though. Throw that down again. Go for a Mercy there. Grab an Infernus. That's your 4 ideas. Grab that again. Get another Infernus. Oh, he just died. That's slightly concerning. Ever so slightly. And there we go. The only other damage we really had was skulls at that point. That's that. Not flawless, but it doesn't need to be. Anyways, into the next one. And let's go hand out a code. Also, we didn't even get enough to open a 200 bulk yet. If we do, it's going to Sea of Sorrows, not even that one. Anyways, let me go get the code. I didn't actually prep one yet, so let me go get it from the long list of random letters and numbers code. There's one. Boom. Mark it. Boom. Copy, copy. Help if I copy the whole thing and not just one letter. Make sure it works. The answer is yes. And copy paste it over to chat. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. And there it go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply just go click that link. Same thing as always. Redeem code is that random numbers and letters. Actually, there's no numbers in it, just the letters. Just copy paste that. And the invite code is found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says there. Works on every platform except for Xbox One and PS4. And gives the same rewards as always. The True Treasure Maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold. Also, that reminds me, let me go repick, actually, there's not much to repick here. Oh wait, never mind, I don't even have a repick. I forgot, I repicked the hero level thingy. But, yeah, I do need to go do that human combo. I still haven't bothered doing that yet. It's quite a bit of free loot, too. It's, like 28 gems sitting there just for winning with a pure human team. Or 3 humans on the team, 15 times. I'll go need to do that today then. I normally neglect daily tasks because their value normally isn't worth it. In that case, it actually is. But more often than not, the value of doing daily tasks, this late in the game at least, isn't really too worth it. A few tributes and you pretty much already got your daily task. Pretty much 2 tributes is more than whatever the daily task will be. Sometimes even 1 tribute is more than whatever the daily tasks are. I tend to only do them if they can be done passively without going out of your way at all for them. More often than not. I just keep repicking them until they fall under that category. And there's some really good ones for that too, like doing a bunch of PvP, ranked PvP, which you'd automatically do. Getting a bunch of trophies, I think, gives a ridiculous amount. Winning X amount of battles gives a ridiculous amount, like 30 gems or something. And you were already going to do that anyways, regardless of what you were doing. Unless you were doing maps. Yeah, but who does maps? No, actually, surprisingly, a really high number of people in this game. It's mostly an early game thing, though. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I even trying to scout that area? There's a 1.5 just sitting there. Hello, Bakchan. Welcome. Yeah, in the past, I used to try to get 1.5k on Monday. I kind of stopped bothering with that. It doesn't take too long, though. If you're actually trying to get it done, you can get it done in about 3 hours or so just by spamming Explore over and over again. I think it's about 3 hours. We'll take that. Grab the other skull. Grab a Infernus. Get the other explosion. Throw another Infernus. And it's pretty much matched. Let's get our Gorgulfa, get everything cleared, and that'll be that. Actually, let's get one more hit in there. And Eyes off the skull. You get most of the 1,000... Oh, never mind, I already read that. Oh, yeah, you get... Never mind, that's a different one. You get most of your 1,500 seals by doing Tier 1 on Monday. Yeah, that does give most of it. It depends how you do it, though. If you mostly just do 3 trophy battles, it doesn't give it to you. But yeah, I believe if you throw quite a bit of 1 and 2 trophies into the mix, it does give you most of the points you need. I think somewhere's around 1,200 or so. And then you can just spam the rest at either PvP or Explore. Yeah, doing things like delves and normally like raids, invasions, stuff like that, they are way slower than doing PvP or Explore spam or anything like that. Which is why it normally takes us till like Friday if we end up doing just those the entire week. There we go, 1.5k for that ridiculously easy battle. What's the rest of our path? That's a treasure room in the middle there. Though, as far as multiplier order is concerned, it actually is best to go for the middle. But this is not an event, so you don't have to go in multiplier order. Yeah, Explore spam is gets a lot of stuff done really quick. It gets trait stones done really quick. It gets battle wins done really quick. It gets seals done really quick. It gets EXP for hero done really quick, as well as just for classes as well. And that's about it. Also, if it's a plus 400 gold troop week, it also gets gold pretty quickly as well. But this is a soul week, so you can't do that. It's not really worth doing it. You can technically spam the soul troop this week for 400 or 40 extra souls per battle. But relative to actual good soul farming teams, like any of them that use 1 Fairish Ra or more, it's way slower to bother even using that thing. You might as well just win quicker than bothering to run it in your team. It just farm souls separately at some other time. I don't think the plus 40 soul event is ever worth it. Not even to newer players for the most part. Probably just be better off spamming Arena. If you actually want the souls. Also getting other good loot. Arena is a surprisingly effective way of leveling hero class as well, particularly in the current state of the game, because the hero class that you have has no effect in Arena. Of course, that won't matter as too much starting next patch, since you can set your hero class to whatever you want. Also, now that I think about that, how will that affect Arena? Because there is one aspect of your hero class that affects Arena, and that is whatever type your hero is. So if it counts as a dragon, then something like Dragatar would still give it a buff. But starting next patch, Hero is kind of unaffiliated, with a hero class. I guess it might still have one base hero class, which might be their solution to it. But kind of like how it is now. But you are going to be able to set it per team. So it's going to be strange how exactly that interacts then. We'll have to see. But yeah, that used to be a way, or still is a way, to go and level up hero classes. Just put whatever one you don't actually want to use. as said, as your hero class, and then just spam arena. And then you'll keep getting 2 XP per battle, because it still counts as you using the hero class, even though it gains basically no benefit from actually using the hero class. They all play the exact same in arena for the most part, other than their troop type, which very rarely has any effect on anything. Have they said when the next patch comes out? No official date, but most likely either next week or the following week. Definitely this month, 100%. But next week or the following week. No official date yet, though. But they're doing the preview on Monday. Given that it's a Guild War week, they might wait till the following week. But they have done patches before during a Guild War week. It's very rare. I think they try to not do it. But, I don't know. They'll probably do it. Nothing affects PvP, or nothing affects, actually I shouldn't say that. It does actually affect Guild Wars slightly, because you'll be able to set your hero classes now properly, so that you can use any of them for the defense. So it might slightly change how people use their defense. But luckily, Guild War defense aren't really locked in. You can change them at any time you want. So that probably won't be too big an issue. Yeah, it's definitely not sooner than Monday. But it's also probably happening sometime next week. Yeah, it's going to be affecting Guild Wars because it completely changes how you set your defend teams. But you'd still be able to set all the defend teams after the fact. So, like, for example, if the patch was to come out on Wednesday, you'd still be able to set Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday, and Sunday's team to whatever you want. Only once the day actually comes into play are you not able to switch the team anymore. Also, there's Infernus and his lovely capability of hitting right past the merge. Oddly enough, that's probably one of his best features, other than the fact that he has burn into the fire, into the explosion, into a lot of damage. Well, I guess he has a lot of good features. But one of his other ones is that he can just bypass Submerge. And in some instances, Barrier, depending on how it's aligned. What's a good raid team without, what's his name? Yeah, you can replace it with the Minogor, or you can replace it with that one red troop that hits the first slot or the last slot, because he can hit triple damage onto the raid boss. I forget his name. It's one of the gnolls. Whatever one uses red. I think it's red-blue. And he does, like, triple damage to things that use yellow. I forget his name. They end up changing him a couple times. But yeah, either that or Minogor. Minogor is not as advised, though, just because you're easily going to reach a point where they have more attack than you. And kind of his whole point is to have more attack than the enemy. So I would advise the Gnoll, unless you don't have it. Yeah, Wild Fang, thank you. That's his name. Yeah, he's been a pretty irrelevant troop for the most part, Wild Fang. Though I think he is occasionally using Guild Wars just because of his high damage. But ever since they buff-nerfed him, he's never been used again. That happens a lot when they buff-nerf something. Like something that was already kind of good, okay or average or good. And then it basically goes and becomes the exact opposite, even though they were trying to buff it. Or they try nerfing something, but they make it actually stronger. Though more often than not, they try buffing something, but make it weaker. But they have had instances where they tried nerfing something, but made it stronger. How you manage that, I do not know. But it has happened before. Okay, we'll go and move that down. Throw in a furnace. Get a Grugolfa. Get another Gorgoltha. I'm using the further back one just because more of the yellow will go to the Infernus. If I did the other way around, the yellow might be blocked on Gorgoltha. Just the whole point for doing it the other way around. This time we kind of have to since we don't have a choice. Yeah, that should be match. We should just need one more, and that'll be that. We can go ahead over to do more PvP because we barely even touched it this week. And start leveling this hero class a little bit more. Doesn't look like we'll be able to reach 70, but it's not really that big a deal. I just wanted to get it close to 70. We'll easily be able to go do it once the patch actually rolls around. Yeah, I know. All the bad troops basically just mesh together as one gigantic bad troop. I forget most of their names. Like, all the really irrelevant ones I never bother learning. Just because there's no point. They're almost never going to come up. Okay, Sea of Sorrows time. Let's go get more copies. And do the rest of these one by one. Ooh, Sacred No! Stop giving us copies of Legend! Seriously, it's giving us more copies of the Legend than the Epic. If I go check my copies of Epic right now, they're either exactly the same or Legend has more. Legend has more. Why? Why? Look at this. It has to be something with this drop table, or we are just getting insanely lucky, unlucky. Let's see. Luckily, unlucky. We don't even have this Epic Max somehow, even though we've gotten, like, literal free copies of it from buying those packs. Yet we somehow have more overall copies of the Mythic than we do of the Legend, because they both had to go up one ascension. This had to go from Epic to Legend, and this had to go from Legend to Mythic. So they have the exact same amount of copy cost. They both cost 5 copies to get to where they are now, which means we've managed to, even with the free Epics that we ended up getting from the event, which I think has been like 3 or 4 or so by now. Definitely at least 2. But even with that, we still somehow managed to get more copies of the Legend than the lower rarity Epic. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Also, somehow the Ultra Rare actually maxed before our Epic, which also has never happened. I think this is the first time ever the Epic was not the first one to max out. Not only the Legend passed it, but also the Ultra Rare. And at this point, the Common's going to pass it. Or not the Common, the Rare. But, yeah, that's really odd. I have no clue why we're getting so much of the Legend from this particular faction. But we are. But yeah, we'll keep working towards that. It's not actually giving us Kingdom upgrades, but it will be needed in the future. And the main reason it's not giving it to us is no hero class. Is the only thing keeping us from actually getting it. If they were to ever add one, we'd probably have like 10, 11, 12 stars or something on this Kingdom. Actually, you know what? Never mind. No, it isn't. I believe it's actually 1 or 2 troops short of 10 star and higher. But it could definitely reach 9 star right now if it actually had this. Well, duh. That's the only thing it's missing. But, yeah, I believe it is, because I think you need 20 troops, if I'm not mistaken. You need 18 level 19s, but you need 20 troops in general, and I think the Kingdom only has like 18 or 19 right now. But still, want to get them maxed. Anyways, let's go and do some other things. This pet we don't need, plus there's only 4 minutes left anyways. We already have it maxed. Raid's been done for a while. How many battles do we even have left? 18 battles left. Let's see, is he still in first place? No! He dropped down to second. I don't know if he's really trying for it anymore. I think he might just be taking his second place and going with it. Anyways, that's that. Let's go and mess with some PvP. That's not PvP. That's PvP. And I guess we'll just run Key Team. Not really the right hero class, but it'll still work. Will this work? Wild Fang, Earth's Fury, Earth's Call Chief, or Earth Caller, and then Chief Stronghorn with Kraken Banner. What are you using for mana accumulation? Is the only issue there. I think you get rid of Wild Fang for mana accumulation. Or Stronghorn for mana accumulation. One of them needs to go for mana accumulation. Either Soothsayer or that one yellow-blue. The one that gives 6 mana. Soothsayer is a little bit better, though. But of course, a lot of things within that kingdom boost ratio off of that, including the raid troop. You finally got a copy of Luna, nice. Out of a legendary task. Oh, not nice. Well, at least you finally got a copy, though. But yeah, it is actually possible to get raid troops. I mean, it is possible to get delve troops from, what's it called? From, legendary tasks. It's a little bit annoying that that is the case, but it is possible. Why did I do that? I should have just left that. Luckily we got all of our mana back. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow. Okay, luckily we just keep infinite summoned. Protect us! We'll go throw that down, get another one down. You'll probably get Dawnbringer. Hopefully we'll actually turn this so we don't need to deal with it. Nope. Okay, plan B. We get an extra turn off of it. And then we have to kill it twice. We'll do that. And then we need mana again. And I should be dead. I just hit it with the skull. Dead, dead. There we go. Rank 12 PvP. Well, we got a ways to go. We'll just keep taking 4 trophies. Oh, good. People actually using pure yellow teams. That'll help us. Of course, we could easily get it done in like an hour in Explorer, but still. Why'd I take blue? Oh, I guess because we didn't have other options. Oh, take that, take that. Grab herself a... How is that not full mana? Grab herself a green. Get the last 4 mana there. Before I do, let's grab it that way. Oh, I could have taken free red. Whoops. We'll just destroy it then. I'll be fine. And it was key to key. Yeah, we'll do this one. Oh no, this is the annoying lust one. A lot of people since the last like month or so have been using this team for defend. I can definitely get a lot of trolling done, that's for sure. Okay, luckily he didn't get out of cast. But he still gets a bunch of kills because they still keep triggering. Looks like we win. It's just we have a bit of a deficit on the team. But it's not bad. It's just we never actually invade with it. It's only really good for defend. Just let it kind of die out against the enemy team. Okay, we need a key. What's sad is that's almost enough to kill us, isn't it? Actually, that might be enough to kill us. That is enough to kill us. So I'm gonna have to summon this just so we don't die. And now we need a lot of brown mana. Let's see, that actually does kill it. Wow, that's sad. We're gonna lose to Sunbird right here. Hey, Sunbird is going to solo us with a double lust team. Yeah, there's no way we can win. Only way to possibly win here is to firebomb into skull to skull. I mean, bomb bot. Yeah, we're dead. Oh no, we're not dead yet. Now we're dead. Fail. I should probably use a proper team against that whenever we go up against it. It's really easy to destroy. It's just key team's particularly bad at it. Because of how it distributes damage. But it's normally pretty easy to actually take out if you use anything that has any amount of damage, really. As long as it's not like first and last slot. Because normally how the team is placed, it goes lust and lust so that you can't actually really do any damage to him. And then Sunbird just keeps spamming. Okay, we'll get our gold, get our thief again. Also, mirror key teams. Pretty sure he's using the exact same one. Gonna get a summon there. Or not. There we go. Hey, I got ultra rare ingot. Too bad we can't get more epic ingots. We are on quite a bit of a deficit on them. I'm taking this weak battle because why not? Unfortunately, we don't have a full AoE against it though. Normally when you take these, you want to go full AoE, just kill it out real quick. So I'll take the brown over, throw a key down. Yeah, we'll throw a key to whatever. We'll take that, grab herself a green there. Grab a red, kill all that, throw the destroy on everything. Get another one down and dead. Yeah, revenge. Grab that, might as well. Revenges still give basically double the amount of gold, even though it doesn't display it. Still as it always has. I'll take a green here just because everything else doesn't look worth it. Take a brown for the same reason. Oh no, you know what? Actually, that red would have been better. I'll take that, destroy everything. Hopefully that's enough brown on the board to get it max. Apparently not. I like we just recast it. I'll throw the gold just in case. Take destroy again. Through hit. Also, anyone just getting here, make sure to use the redeem code if it hasn't been already used up. Not sure if it has yet, but there it is. Was there an event for today? No, there is no event for today. Whenever there's a new hero class coming out on Friday, there's no class event for Thursday. Which is kind of weird because even though a new faction can sometimes come out on Friday for the weekends, we still have the Tuesday faction event. But yeah, they never do the class event on Thursday, whenever it's going to be a weekend-long class event for the weekend. I'm not sure why that is. Probably something with the code that would make it weird since it's back-to-back. Also, I guess maybe not to confuse people from going into one class event, then immediately changing into a different class event. That's probably the main reason, because I guess that could be a little bit confusing. But for whatever reason it is, there's never a class event back-to-back. They always, whenever there's a new class, they just do it on Friday and just do no class for Thursday. What am I doing? I was gonna try playing that battle like it was a real battle. They realized it was firebombs. Not as many firebombs these days, but they still exist. Ooh, 4 purple crowns. This is what we want to see for the event. Oh wait, never mind. Why did I think it was yellow earlier? It's purple, isn't it? For the event this week. Well, it has to be. If this gives event gems, then it has to be purple. Oh, that was easy. Opinion on a new class. It's going to be a good stunner. It's going to be a good Corvash replacement. It's probably above the halfway point as far as hero classes. But it's not going to be anywhere near good. Like, it's not bad. It's just one of those super situational ones that you'd barely ever use. Kind of like Dragon Knight. Or Dragon Guard, I mean. Like, Dragon Guard isn't bad. It's just very, very situational. Also, hopefully this is a pet that we actually need. I feel like the last 10 pets we've gotten have all been repeats. So hopefully this will be one that we haven't already maxed. I think it really just gained barrier off that. Luckily the 5 damage got rid of it. Next class will be tied with Titan. I highly doubt that. But I'll go double check. I didn't actually see what all of its trees are. But I know from its perks that it shouldn't tie with Titan. It does have 40% score reduction. It does have a good stun. Its perks would have to be really good to tie with Titan, though. Okay. What am I looking for? The small? Let me guess. It's maxed. Yep. I don't know why. I have less than half the pets maxed, yet at minimum, the last 8 pets we've gotten have been ones we've already maxed. But, oh well. We're getting there. We could actually ever get newer ones. Or, you know, ones that we don't already have fully upgraded. And, oh well. Let's go take out these easy firebomb. Oh, no, that's not an easy firebomb. That's an annoying Lust team. And it has that infinite summon thing, too, which Key is really bad against. And the entirety of this premise of team, Key is so bad against. You will go firebomb there, it's fine. I don't know if I want to attack yet. Let's take red. Should have actually taken that for yellow just in case we end up needing it. Because I have a feeling we're going to end up needing it. So I'll grab that. Grab our red. Should want to make sure we have that summon just in case. Oh no, speaking of summon, he got his own summon. She's going to die right here, which is awful because she's our summoner. And same kind of premise as before. And he does have mass summon, so he's going to keep getting it. Which is a whole big issue with trying to run Key against this thing. It's either going to be Sunbird in a safe position, or it's going to be the infinite summon off of that. The arch nemesis of Key teams. Using the Lust spam team. Also, Dragon's Eye in general, it's also pretty bad against. It's like the 2 things it actually loses against. But because it's so meta right now, a lot of people do have it on defend. One or the other. This one's a pretty weak version of I-Team, though. It's a lot safer when it's not in first slot. Like when Grimlet or something is there to feed it directly to full mana. Like a second slot Dragon's Eye with Grimlet in first is just really annoying in general. Not just against Key, but against a lot of stuff. And there we go. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. But yeah, when we come back, we will be messing around with the new hero class. I'll probably be covering a video on it tonight, actually. I'll probably just stay up till 2 a.m. and cover it as soon as it comes out in 5 hours. I won't be able to do too in-depth on it, but I do want to go over it as it is a pretty decent hero class. But yeah, we'll be going over it, messing around with it. I won't be power leveling it. We will be doing it manually on stream. And yeah, we'll just go over teams for it, mess around with it on Friday morning stream and all that. We will be streaming in 13 hours from now, assuming I don't oversleep, because I will be doing the video tonight, so it's only going to be like 6 hours of sleep or so. But I do want to get it done tonight, just to get it done. But yeah, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we should be around. 13 hours from now, we're going to be messing around with the class, power leveling it, doing various teams with it, maybe doing the event. I'm not sure if I'm going to throw gems at it. I am trying to save a little bit of gems so that we could try for leaderboard again. We have it over 20,000, but ideally I want to keep my gem amount always over 20,000. But I don't know, we'll see. And if nothing else, I want to rush the weapon. I believe the weapon was bad, but still go and get it. Anyways, guys, hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will see you all later, and best of luck with the new hero class coming in very soon. Bye, everyone!